Hey guys, welcome back to Mondays at the Museum. I'm Carrie and I'm here at the Anna Bemis Palmer Museum in York, Nebraska. So for this week's video, we're going to be talking about war movies and war books. And I bring this up now because at last week's program, 5 at 5, we hosted several local veterans, and one of the veterans went out of his way to tell me that Saving Private Ryan is the most historically accurate war movie that there is. And I love a good Tom Hanks movie, and of course, America always seems to be saving Matt Damon, regardless in what movie that he is playing in. So I love that movie, and I was just curious if this is a common theory amongst military movies. I have watched a lot of them lately. We've went through The Pacific, Band of Brothers. We did Man in the High Castle, which has that interesting twist. If you haven't watched it, do it. If you haven't read it, read it. So I am curious, for those of you that are military movie fans, what is your favorite, and what do you think is the most historically accurate? It can be about the uniforms that they wear, or the way that battles are laid out, or maybe the characters that are included. What do you think is the best military movie that has the most historically accurate background? And then in reverse to that, what do you think is the worst military movie, and which of them do you think is the most historically inaccurate? I want to know. Hit me up in the comments. What do you like? What do you not like? What makes you cringe? What makes you cheer? Military movies, I want to know. I have watched several of them, especially recently. Dunkirk, 1917, all that stuff. I was a military movie fan before, but now that it's taken over my life with the museum, it's interesting actually to see all these different viewpoints going into these films, and then being able to attach different experiences and stuff to the stuff that I've discovered here. I am also curious because the library service associate me, I worked at a library for 13 years. What do you think is the best war book, novel, or nonfiction that you have read in your experience as well? So I went to 2 different used bookstores this week, and I was super excited to find several informational books. I have found some novels that I like, but I'm sticking with informational now so I can keep it research related. But I ran across these and I wanted to point them out because I'm super pumped about them. So there's this book called Last Words of the Civil War, and it's by Gary Radisson. And in it, I was actually able to find the last words of James Birdseye McPherson, which we actually have a photo of in our collection, which I was pretty excited about. And then I was also able to pick up this, A Ship to Remember, which is about the USS Maine. The clerk that sold it to me had no idea what the Spanish-American War was. I picked up 4 books, and she's like, "What is that?" It was great. So anyway, the USS Maine, it goes into, why it exploded, how it exploded, was it legitimate or was it an accident, and then how that led to America joining in the Spanish-American War. And then this has been super helpful. Actually, I found military uniforms, visual encyclopedia. So for that one, I was able to actually track down several of the uniforms that we have on display and verify, Army, Marine from this year, from that year, from this combat, from that combat. So really excited to pick those out. So same question, books, informational or novels, because now I'm going to start into the novels. What is the best military book that you have read? What is the worst military book that you have read? So hit me up in the comments. What do you like? What do you not like? Books and movies specifically about the wars. Anything that is war related. You can go all the way back to, Revolutionary War if that's what you want to do. But I want to hear about it. Hit me up in the comments. What do you like? What do you not like? Our wars that we feature here are from the Civil War to the Korean War. So any of those especially. But any war that you like, that there's a movie that you like, hit me up in the comments. I want to hear about it.